all over the place, you know, and it's just carried over for like a whole week I was there. Everywhere I was listening to all this drama.
How did it make you feel being at a wedding, knowing that you'll never have one?
Oh, way to rub it in. It was hard. It was, but I made it easier for myself because I had a date for one.
Yeah, she'd make it a lot easier.
Made it a lot easier because I had a date, and number two is there was like all the family photos, like all the grandparents are in them, and like all the parents and the cousins and everybody everywhere is married, basically, right?
Right.
I didn't want to be in those because I didn't want to be the picture on somebody's fucking wall for the next 25 years, memorialized, right, as the guy who was single.
Yeah.
So I said, fuck it, I'm not going to be part of these family photos. So they all took the family photos, and I didn't go to it, and that really helped. That really helped because I wasn't exposed. I didn't, bring like a massive amount of attention to myself. I wasn't like sitting alone, and so I got. You want to know something? When I was done, I said I'm only going to go to one more wedding in my life. That's it. I'm only doing one more, and I'm done. And that's going to be my other nephew, because if you go to one, you have to go to the other.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm going to go to one more wedding, and I'm done with weddings because I can't. It's just too, like you said, it's too hard. Because knowing you're never going to be married, there comes a point where you just give up and you say, I don't want to do these anymore. I've been celebrating people's weddings forever. I've been dancing at people's weddings for the last, I don't know, 30 years.
Where was this? Was this Baltimore?
Yeah, Baltimore. I've been dancing at people's weddings for 30 years, and nobody's going to dance at mine. So, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
So, do you have any questions from 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I do, but the guy's not in the chat room yet.
Well, they can catch it on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first I'll give him a chance. Your buddy, do you know if he's getting on tonight?
Oh,
the Lakewood, the Lakewood douche?
Lakewood Rob. He's a very respected Rob in Lakewood.
Mm-hmm.
Better be careful or he'll put you in harem.
Woo! I'll start off with the question that was asked. I think Bernadette asked this in the chat room, and she's not going to be here because she's at Matasiahu tonight. She's going to a concert. So she said, because we were talking about, we were talking about the 4 levels of secular impurity.
Yeah.
Right? And I talked about how in the modern Orthodox, they've sunk to the level, many parts of modern Orthodoxy have sunk to the level where they're in the second level down. They're dealing with equality issues. There's equality for women issues, and they're caving in on it. They're bending rules. And one of the things I said was, letting the women lead the services, right?
Yeah.
And
just keep going.
The sound is heavy. We're gonna fix that. Lead the services, right? We've seen that. We see that this is happening. So she asked the question. She said, "What about a single woman with no children who wants to attend shul on Kabbalah Shabbos?" What?
The question is it okay?
Is it okay what?
Of course you can attend.
Right.
Sure, just don't go up there and start leading the prayers, pushing a man out of the way, okay, burning your bra while you're up there, and take off your knickers and throw them at the rabbi. As long as you don't do that, you're fine. Right.
So basically, yeah, you're allowed to, go to Kabbalah Shabbos, you can go and daven, there's no problem. Like Levi says, as long as you don't say, I want to be the rabbi, I want to lead, and all these other things, because then guys like me have to leave the room.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just getting ridiculous at that point. But no, if you just go and you daven and you're sitting in the women's section, nobody has a problem with you.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, now your friend, the last time he was called Fishel.
Yeah, Fishel Teitelbaum. He's a member of the Satmar.
Right,
Satmar,
sure. He's a member of Satmar.
Yeah.
He's a member of Satmar, like I'm a member of, the White House. Right. I'm like, no, because there's more, I'm the member of the White House staff. It's he's got no shaykhs to it. Okay, so we went back and forth, and first, this is like a continuation. I saw this in the, because I want to bring up people up to date, because they're not going to know what's going on. because I had said that when a non-Jew steals...
from a Jew.
No, when a non-Jew keeps Shabbos, keeps all 25 hours of Shabbos, it's like stealing from... It is stealing from the Jews, because Shabbos is a possession and belongs to the Jews. So when a non-Jew is not entitled to keep Shabbos, if he does keep Shabbos, he's stealing, and it's a death penalty. So Fischl, who's one of the guys in the chat room, this was 2 times ago, said, wait a minute, you're an idiot, because the Gemara in Baba Kama says if you steal, you pay twice, but there's no death penalty. And I had to come back and explain the following week that, no, you're the idiot, because Baba Kama is talking about when a Jew steals. When a Jew steals, he pays twice. Yeah. He pays restitution, I don't know how you say it. He pays once plus a fine of a second time. So he pays twice the amount that he stole, right? But if a non-Jew steals, it's a death penalty. Even a penny
from a Jew.
Oh. So I said that it's different. So then Fischl wrote in the chat room.
Yeah.
He said, according to this is what I'm quoting.
Yeah.
Rabbs' view of goys is what Hitler said Jews felt about goyim.
Yeah.
Contrast what he said tonight to what Hitler wrote in Mein Kampf. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Mein Kampf.
And Table Talk, which I never heard of that one. Is that a book by...
Yeah, that's a book by Hitler.
Okay.
It's basically a collection of his writings taken down by one of his Talmudim.
Oh, yeah, okay. So basically, the Fischl's point was that saying that a non-Jew has... Like, there's a double standard.
Yeah.
And, like, Jews are okay to steal from each other, but if a non-Jew steals, he gets a death penalty. These are, like, the reasons why anti-Semites would hate us.
Yeah.
That's his point.
Yeah.
So then his question was, and he had a legitimate question, so if a non-Jew steals a penny from a Jew, should he be put to death? So I'm going to answer those questions right now.
Right.
In Eruvin, which is in the Talmud, Eruvin 62a, it states that a non-Jew is to be executed for stealing even less than a sheva pruta, than the value of the smallest amount of coins, which back then was, I think, value of about a nickel. Okay? But it's even less than that, so I'm going to include a penny. A penny a goy gets executed for. So the answer to his question is yes. If a non-Jew steals a penny from a Jew, he is put to death. It doesn't even have to be from a Jew. I believe that even if he stole from a non-Jew, if a non-Jew steals from another non-Jew, it's also put to death. Okay? Don't quote me on that, but I don't think...
But, I mean, these are theoretical discussions. There's never any historically recorded instances of Jews putting non-Jews to death for stealing money.
Not that I'm aware of, but I'm not going to say it didn't
these
happen.
are like theoretical Talmudic discussions where they bring in the death penalty just like the Torah does, just to like put an emphasis on that stealing is bad. Don't do it. So they weren't going out and executing people for stealing a penny.
Right. And, of course, he doesn't even have the option of returning what he stole. So, in other words, he said, hey, I'll give you back the penny and I'll put $10 on top of the penny. It's not going to help. You're out. Okay. So, Rabbs' view, Mr. Fischl, Rabbs' view of goys is what God said. That's what God said. These are God's laws. So, apparently, Torah and Mein Kampf agree. In other words, if you say, oh, this is Mein Kampf, okay, well, Mein Kampf is going like the Torah here. And I don't have a problem with that. And that's all that needs to be said on that. Why is that so funny?
Nothing. I just wish the official title bomb was in the house.
Yeah, well, you made me say it before he got here, so...
Yeah, no, it's my fault. And it's like that... It's like if you forget the Torah for 1 week, it forgets you for 2. So we forgot Torah talk for 1 week, and now our audience has forgotten us for 2.
That's why I was always been very scared about moving the dates around. I want to keep it consistent, you know.
Well, doesn't the Talmud say set a regular time for your Torah talk?
Kaviyas Satan, yes. All right, so now what do you want to do?
Let's talk about Jesus.
Jesus. Okay, let's talk about Jesus. Now,
was the man from Nazareth, was he the Son of God and part of a triune Godhead, or not?
I'm going to have to go with a no. Let me fill some people in on what's going on here. A while back, I asked the audience, some of the viewers, name some topics that you'd like to hear about, and one of the suggestions was, hey, why don't you tell us why.
Tell us about Jesus.
No, tell us why the Jews don't accept Jesus. Why